everyone, today I'm going to be telling you the top 10 things that I like in a guy. It was actually a subscriber who gave me the idea to do this, so thank you for the ideas and keep giving me more ideas so I can use them. If you want to see what I like in a guy, then watch on. Okay, so the first thing that I find attractive in a guy is when they are naturally funny, or even whenever they're not naturally funny and they try to be funny but it just doesn't work out. I think sometimes that can be quite cute. I think it's cute because it's kind of like the awkward funny, like they're not sure what they're trying to do but they know that they're trying to be funny to impress you. Another thing that I like is when guys have like curly or messy hair and like they look a wee bit more edgy, but I also like it when a guy can like dress up and can still look nice. By the way, I'm not saying that if a guy doesn't have these like certain things that I say I like, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to like that guy. These are just the things that come to mind that I feel that whenever I see a guy that I will feel attracted to him. I don't know if that makes sense, but don't take anything personally. It's just when I initially see someone, it would be the first thing that would catch my eye. Another thing that I find attractive in a guy is when he has goals and things he wants to achieve. Like he doesn't just want to lay around all day and do nothing. Like he has ambitions and he isn't afraid to go out and do things to help him further in his career and life and journey and path. So even though I'm tall and people are like, oh, like you need a tall boy or it's gonna look awkward, for me it doesn't really matter, but height is a bonus, and if you're tall or if you're small, it doesn't really make a difference to me personally, but that's just how I feel. So if you're tall, it's a bonus. I also like it when a guy is confident but not cocky. Like they're not afraid to say what they want to say and they're not afraid to be themselves, but they're not like, oh yeah, like I'm amazing, look at me. Yeah, just someone who's down to earth and doesn't think too highly of themselves. Another thing that is very important is I like a guy who's spontaneous and like wants to go on adventures and like travel and have fun. Like I don't mind sitting in sometimes and just relaxing, but I like a guy who's not afraid to go out and do things. I'm also not afraid. I also like a guy who isn't afraid to stand his ground and can stand up for themselves if it's me they're having to stand up against or if it's someone else, because I don't like a guy who's a pushover and won't like argue back. I like to have a bit of like, I don't like to be in charge all the time, so just most of the time. Another thing that I like in a guy is when they have good hygiene and good teeth. And by perfect teeth, I don't mean like they have perfect glistening straight teeth. I mean that their teeth just aren't falling out and they don't look like something that's just came out of the woods and it's been hibernating for thousands of years and hasn't heard of a toothbrush. I just mean that they can look after themselves and aren't dirty and just clean. That's clean, be clean. I also like guys that aren't lazy and aren't afraid to make plans with you. Like they're not afraid to say, hey Sophia, let's go ice skating. Hey Sophia, let's go bungee jumping. Let's go skydiving. Like, I don't want to be the only one who's making plans. I like it if they can make plans and they can put their input in it, so it doesn't feel as if I'm the one always saying what I want to do. The last thing is I like it when a guy is protective. Like, say another guy is hitting on you or being cheeky, like they're not going to be afraid to step up and like protect you and make sure you're safe. But I don't mean like they're so overly protective they're not going to let you out with your friends and you feel like you're like strangled by them and you just don't have anything, freedom or anything. I just like a guy that, you know, can make you feel safe and nice. So just like without being clingy. Alrighty, so They are the top 10 things that I find attractive in a guy. As I said before, it's not set in stone. It doesn't mean that if you don't have these things, I'm not going to like you. These are just the things that off the top of my mind, what I would normally find attractive in a guy. But anyways, hopefully I'll be back soon again with another video, and I hope you liked it. Bye.